Welcome to Madison HD Sportsnet, presented by the JMU Alumni Association. We're joined by women's soccer head coach Dave Lombardo for another coach's show. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So, as many of you know, the Dukes won the CAA Championship last weekend. Coach, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
It was definitely a hard-fought win. We talked to you after the quarterfinal game against Northeastern, but to catch people up, we had a 1-0 overtime win against Hofstra,
Right.
which, you know, I don't think a lot of people looking at the statistics would have predicted that to be a win in the end. And then, obviously, a come-from-behind, down 2-0 at halftime, 3-2 victory over William & Mary in the championship game. So just talk about the sort of journey that you guys took to the championship.
Yeah, it's not exactly how you would script everything. You know, from a coach's standpoint, you want everything. You want that early lead and be able to have that stand up. But you know, soccer is one of those games where there are a lot of twists and turns. You have to play for the full duration of the game. You can't just play for one half or segments of it. So we have been relying on some pretty stout defense throughout the season, but particularly in the towards the end of the season and the conference aspect of this, that's gotten better. I mean, Ellen Forrest has been just absolutely tremendous throughout the season. I would credit her with a lot of games won for us, that she was able to come up with that circus save that turned the potential threatening situation into something that went away harmlessly, and now we're able to fight our way back into the game. The defense in front of her hasn't gotten as much press as I think they should. I mean, we've put together 11 shutouts this season, and it hasn't just all been Ellen. We've done very, very well. Our two center backs, Alyssa Halleck and Nicole Caston, have been pretty steady. And then we've, of late, we've gotten offensive production out of our wing backs as well. Jenny Soroba has one game winner as an outside back. I think she has 4 assists on the season right now. Kylie Hegemeyer has had some assists as well. And Kylie's a player that never played defense until last spring. We kind of pressed her in the service this year when we had a vacancy in that position. So, you know, the defense right now, the old coaching cliche, defense wins championships, and that's been true for us at this point. And then obviously getting the timely goals certainly doesn't hurt.
Ellen Forrest, as you mentioned, was fantastic. She had a school record 16 saves in that Hofstra win. And then the come-from-behind win against William & Mary was a CAA title game record for biggest comeback in that game. So a lot of, you know, great performances by the Dukes this past weekend. So now, after last night, we had the NCAA selection show.
That was fun.
Yeah, we had it at O'Neill's Grill on University Boulevard. We found out that we're headed to Duke in Durham, North Carolina for the first round of the NCAA tournament. So just talk about, after being able to digest that a little bit, what that matchup is going to look like.
Well, I don't know what that matchup is going to look like. I've never played Duke, haven't seen them play. You know, we've got a little bit of tape on them right now, but haven't really seen them play in quite a while. So to me, that's very exciting. There's that extra dimension of just the unknown and really doing all the prep work and the excitement that goes along with that. So this is what I'll expect. The ACC is the best conference in the U.S. right now from top to bottom. So there are quality teams, quality coaches. The facilities are usually immaculate, and they do a good job with putting people in the stands. So I think it will create a good game day environment for it. I know Robbie Church for a lot of years. He's an excellent coach. I know his team will be well coached and prepared. But, you know, the other side of this is I think our kids are looking at this as going, well, they're 10-5-4. They've only won about half of their games this year. And so you're not looking at a juggernaut. It becomes one of those things where we look at this as not only an opportunity to get into the NCAA tournament, but an opportunity to stay in the NCAA tournament. That's we've been here 10 times before. We've won, I think, at least 7 first-round games. 8, yeah. So first-round games that we've advanced to. So that's the expectation of this program. We're not just happy to get here and get a cup of coffee and go down to Durham, North Carolina. We're going to do our best to really make this a very, very competitive and exciting game.
The program's last visit to the NCAA Tournament was in 2010. We defeated the University of Texas 3-1 in the first round that year.
Right.
But that means that no one on the team right now has been to the NCAA Tournament.
Right.
As you mentioned, this is your 11th trip with JMU, and I believe 12th overall as a head coach.
Correct.
What can you sort of use your experience with and sort of convey that to the team to prepare for this weekend?
I think the experience part of this is to get them to understand that this is another game. This is, yes, it's a kind of special environment, but not to get caught up in all the hoopla with this, is to keep an even keel. That's always been my personality as a coach, and I've tried to convey that to my players, is don't get too high with a win, don't get too low with a loss, just kind of keep your eye on the prize and just keep working hard towards that. We are a team. We have a couple of key individuals, but we are a team that needs all of the players to perform with a composed head and a really devoted mentality to making this work, and that will be what we'll focus on this week.
Well, that game against Duke is Friday night at 7 p.m. in Durham, North Carolina. Definitely stay tuned to JMUsports.com as well as our JMU Women's Soccer Twitter and Facebook for more information on how to watch that game, ticket information, and things like that. Coach, we look forward to seeing you in Durham.
All right, great. Thanks, Nate.